Hello everyone. Next will be the graphical method in the game theory. Will be applicable for 2 rows, n columns, m rows, 2 columns. So for this, some procedure will be there. So here first step is finding the saddle point. If the saddle point is not obtained, we will apply the dominance principle. So by using dominance principle, we will try to go for reducing the number of columns. Number of columns in this particular case. Why? Because rows will be given 2 rows, columns will be n number of columns. So we need to go for reducing the n number of columns into 2 columns here. So for that we are applying the dominance principle. After that, if by applying the dominance principle also, if the columns is not reduced into 2, we can apply the further step, that is first row strategy will be multiplied with x. Second row strategy a2 will be multiplied with 1 minus x. Now we are going to form an equations. In that equations, x equal to 0, x equal to 1 will be substituted. That equations will be converted into in the form of a points. Based on that points, we are going to draw the graph with a given suitable scale. Why we need to take that 0 to 1 means the probability will be lies between the applying the strategies with the probabilities. Strategy A will be having the probability, some probability. A2 will be having the some probability. This probability value will be lies between 0 to 1. That is the reason we are considered 0 to 1. Now by using the suitable scale, we are going to draw the graph. In that lower boundary portion in the graph, lower boundary portion will be considered as a max mini point. Why? Because the problem will be given 2 rows. 2 rows means row wise calculation will be max mini point only we are going to find here. So that will be lower boundary portion of the graph sheet. I will show to you that portion also in detail. Next thing is we are going to find the uh, intersection points, that is max mini point. After completion of the max mini point, we are going to find the two lines, that is opposite slopes below the max mini point area, passing through the max mini point area. So based on that, we need to find the probabilities and value of the game. I will explain these points in detail to you in the help of graph, with the help of example. Next will be the another concept, that is in the graphical method itself, m rows 2 columns. Here the previous case will be 2 rows, n number of columns, but here 2 columns will be there, m number of rows will be there. In this, first thing is saddle point identification. After that, dominance property to reduce the number of rows. So if the by applying dominance also, it is not possible to reduce the number of rows into 2. So now we can apply the conditions here. Third step, first strategy of the player B will be multiplied with y. Second strategy of the player B is multiplied with 1 minus y. So that by using this, you can able to prepare the equations. So in that equations, y equal to 0 will be 1 time and 1 minus y. So here not 1 minus y, it is y equal to 0, y equal to 1. So now I am applying this condition, y equal to 1. So based on that, I can able to get the points. By using that points, I can able to plot the graph, suitable scale. Now the upper portion of the boundary in the graph will be identified as a mini max point. I'll show to you in the example. After that, in this lines passing through the max mini point, lines passing through the not max mini max point will be identified. Sorry for the disturbance. Lines identified passing through the max mini point, this will be y equal to 0 and y equal to 1. Now after completion of this, we can find the graph passing through the minimax point, so convert into 2 by 2 matrix. So applying the mixed strategy concept to get the value of the game. So if the more number of lines will be obtained to you, so by passing through the minimax point, so in that opposite slopes will be considered. So based on that, you can able to convert into 2 by 2 matrix and apply the and find the value of the game. Next will be example for you for understanding the concept of graphical method. Here the matrix will be given 2 rows, n number of columns. 2 rows, n number of columns. So first will be finding the saddle point. Here there is no saddle point in this particular case. So apply the dominance property. So dominance property will be applicable in the column wise, first column. Why? Because there is no need to go for reducing the rows, because 2 rows only will be given. Our main aim is to reduce the size of the matrix, and it will be converted into 2 by 2 size of matrix. Here rows will be 2, columns will be more number of columns will be there. We need to reduce the number of columns into 2. Applying the dominance property, maximum value will be 6. 6 will be means b1 greater than equal to b2 or b3 or b4. First it can be compared with the b2. 2 is greater than equal to 2, 4 is greater than equal to 3. So condition is satisfied, means b1 can be deleted. So after deleting of that particular column, the revised matrix will be obtained. Again we need to apply the dominance property here. In that maximum will be 5. You can consider any one of that. b2 means 2 3. 2 is greater than equal to 3. It is not possible. b2 is not dominating, sorry, b3 is not dominating b2. Again b2 is greater than b4. 2 is greater than equal to -2. Okay, 3 is greater than equal to 6. It is not possible. Now you can apply the condition also. So in these conditions, dominance property is not applicable here, so you cannot able to delete the columns. Now you can multiply with strategy a1 with x, strategy a2 with 1 minus x. That point I was shown to you in the procedure. After multiplying of it, b2 strategy will be having the 2 into x, 3 into 1 minus x. That was shown to you here. So after simplifying it, you will get the value, you will get the equation, that is 3 minus x. So related to the b3 also, this b3, 3 into x, 2 into 1 minus x. You get the equation like this. b4 is -2 into x, 6 into 1 minus x. You'll get the equation simplified form is 6 minus 8x. Now you can substitute the values 3 minus x. So 0 one time and 1 equal to x equal to 1 another time. 3 in minus 0 will be the 3. 3 minus 1 will be the 2. In the same way, in this one, x plus 2, x is 0 means 2, x equal to 1 means 1 plus 2, that is 3. Another case, 6 minus 8x, x equal to 0 means 6 minus 0 will be 6, 6 minus 8 means minus 2 will be the values. By using this, b2 equation is 3 comma 2 points, b3 column will be 2 comma 3, b4 column is 6 comma minus 2. By using this, I am going to draw the graph. So you can observe clearly here, two vertical lines I was considered. X equal to 0 will be the one, x equal to 0 and x equal to 1. So these two lines will be used here, x equal to 0, x equal to 1. So that was shown to you here. In between this line, in the x-axis, the divisions will be taken. Below this x-axis will be the minimum. Above this x-axis will be the maximum. Okay, you can remember that. Based on the given points, b2 equation, and also that one more thing, below this horizontal axis means x-axis, below these points will be negatives, above this will be the positives. Below this point will be the negatives, above this point will be the positives. Like that I'll be considered the scale. B2 equation is, B2 column elements will be, point will be 3 comma 2. I am going to B2 equation. Draw the B2 equation. Next B3 equation is 2 comma 3. These points we shown to you in the previous page. I'm going to join these 2 points. Next B4 is 6 comma minus 2. 6 comma minus 2. Minus 2 was there here. Minus 2 will be here. Now you can join these 2 points. 6 comma minus 2. Our condition is, find the max mini portion. So now below this part will be the maximum. Now I'm going to give the hatching below this part. So in this part, whatever the lines will be going to contact with this portion, that lines you need to consider. If the lines will be more than 2, will be going to contact with this area of cross section. So this will be the portion, or these are the lines will be having the contact with that hatched portion, max mini portion. So what is that equations? That is B3, other will be the B4. B3, B4 will be columns is selected as a, selected for 2 by 2 matrix here. So other than that, there is no other lines, other columns is not going to contact with the max mini area. So that is the reason we are selected that B3 comma B4 columns will be selected here. So based on that, we are going to find the oddments. We are applying the mixed strategy B3 and B4. From the given problem, B3, B4 columns will be considered. That is 3 comma 2 minus 2 comma 6. It was shown to you in the previous page. The problem B3 is 3 comma 2 minus 2 comma 6. 3 comma 2 minus 2 comma 6. So now you can find the oddments. Maximum minus minimum. 3 minus of minus 2. 3 plus 2 means 5. 6 minus 2. Maximum minus minimum will be the 4. In the column wise also, 6 minus of minus 2, 8. 3 minus 2 will be the 1. So sum of these two will be the 9. Sum of these two also will be 9. A1 probability will be P1, that is 4 by 9. A2 probability is 5. Sorry, A2 probability is P2, that is 5 by 9. Will be shown to you here. Q3 means B3 probability is 8 by 9. Q4 B4 probability is 1 by 9. It is shown to you in this one. Next will be the finding the value of the game. So how to find the value of the game means 3 into 4 plus 2 into 5 divided by 9 will gives the value of the game, and finding the probabilities in the next page. Some of the probabilities, the value of the game will be obtained for us like this way. Next probabilities will be calculated here. 4 by 9, 5 by 9. A1, A2 probabilities. Sum of these two will be equal to 1. Next will be the player B strategies will be B1, B2, B3, B4. That B1, B2 will be deleted. That means it will be 0. B3's probability is 8 by 9. B4's probability is 1 by 9. The sum of these two will be 1. So in the mixed strategy condition is sum of the probabilities will be equal to 1. That condition was satisfied and value of the game also will be calculated. This is about the 2 rows, n number of columns. Next problem is 2 columns, m number of rows. So in this, first we'll try to go for finding the saddle point. So here saddle point is not obtained. Saddle point is not obtained. Next thing is we can apply the dominance principle, dominance property. So if applying the dominance property also, we cannot able to reduce the any number of any row here. 6 is less than 7, not possible. Sorry, 6 is, minus 6 is less than 7. Okay. So like that, row wise also, row wise verification, not minus 6 is 7, that is A1 compared with the A2, A3, A4, A5. So like that we are going to compare each and every row So there is no possibility to reduce the rows by applying the dominance principle. Now the condition is, third condition, b1 will be multiplied with y, b2 is multiplied with 1 minus y. For each and every row, you will get the equations. That equations I will be shown to you in the next page. A1 equation, A2 equation, A3, A4, A5. So in these equations, we are going to substitute the y equal to 0, y equal to 1. We'll get the simplified form of the equations will be here. Simplified form of the equations. How these equations was formed means I'll explain to you once again. In this one, minus 6 into y plus 7 into 1 minus, sorry, I'll write it here, minus 6 into y plus 7 into 1 minus y for these two elements. So you can simplify this means minus 6y plus 7 minus 7y. 7 minus 6 plus 7, 13y. 13y. So that simplified form will be obtained for us in the next page. So here 13y, 7 minus 13y will be shown to you. Like that way, each and every row will be calculated like that. A1, A2 will be obtained for us here. Next will be the A3, A3, A4, A5. So these equations was obtained for us in this way. Next, based on this, we are going to substitute these values in the equation. Y equal to 0, y equal to 1. For that A1 row, I got the point will be 7 comma minus 6. A2 row 5 comma minus 5 comma 4. For A3 row is minus 2 comma minus 1. For A4 row, the point will be 5 comma minus 2. Like that, points will be obtained. So based on that points, I am going to draw the graph. Here in this graph sheet, here I was considered that vertical lines y equal to 0 and y equal to 1. In between that horizontal line will be divided in the number of divisions. In between that 0 to 1 point, that is 0.1 to 0.9. Below this horizontal line will be the minimum, above this will be the maximum. So column wise we need to get the, column wise means we need to get the max mini point, sorry, mini max point. Minimax point above this spot, maximum will be there. From that maximum you need to find the minimum here. Based on the given equations, I'm going to draw the graph sheet. So first equation point will be 7 comma minus 6. 7 comma minus 6 will be drawn the line like this. So I'll draw it again. 7 minus 6, I'm going to draw this line. 7 comma minus 6. For A2 line will be minus 5 comma 4, minus 5 comma 4. For A3 minus 2 comma minus 1, this will be the A3 equation. For A4 3 comma minus 2, 3 comma minus 2, this will be the A4. Next A5 will be minus 6 comma 7. To join these two lines. So after completion of that, above this portion, so you need to cover the line area of cross section. So this portion I need to identify here. I'll show with some other color. So this is a portion you need to represent it. So how many lines is going to contact with this area of cross section? Sorry for that, I'll draw this again. I'll zoom this image and show the clear view. This area of cross section, this is the maximum portion. In that maximum portion, So this is the part we'll be going to cover this portion. So in this, how many lines was there here? 3 lines will be there. 3 lines means that is 1, 4, other one will be the 5. These 3 lines will be there. For us, we required the 2 lines, that is 2 rows. So which, how to select it means the condition was shown to you, that is diagonally opposite positions. So here A1, A4 will not be having the opposite positions. Now you can compare with the another positions, that is in this area of cross section. Another point will be the 4 comma 1, 5 comma 4. So which points will be having the opposite positions here? 1, 4 will be in the same direction only, but 5 and 4 both will be diagonally opposite positions. So that is the reason 4 comma 5 points will be considered. Means A4, A5 will be considered to find the value of the game, as well as for finding the probabilities. B4, B5 will be considered here. Sorry, not B4, B5, A4, A5 will be considered. So these values will be taken from the tabular column B1, B2. So apply the odd bends calculation, I mean mixed strategy. 5 minus of minus 2, that is 7. Maximum 7 minus of minus 6, that is 13. Sum of these two will be 10. In the column wise also, maximum minus of minus 6. 5 minus of minus 6, 11. 7 minus of minus 2, that is 9. So sum of these two will be the 20. Sum of these two also will be the 20. Calculate the A4 probability P4, that is 13 by 20. How you get means 13 by 20. So that is shown to you here. P4 probability. For A5 probability is P5. That means 7 by 20. So that is the value. 11 by 20, 9 by 20 here. 11 by 20 means that is the B1's probability. That is 11 by 20. Next, B2's probability is 9 by 9 divided by 20. It is shown to you here. So that is the way we are going to calculate the probabilities. After that, value of the game will be, so minus 2 into 13 plus 7 into 7 divided by 20. It will give us the value of the game. So you can show that only here, the value of the game and probabilities. Probabilities will be calculated. Sum of these two probabilities. So here player A will be having the five strategies or 5 probabilities. In that will be 2 will be selected, that is A4, A5. For that 2 will be probabilities will be 13 by 20 plus 7 by 20. Sum of these two will be 1. So here the B will be having the 2 strategies, that is P1, P2. I mean that Q1, Q2. Sum of these two will be equal to 1. Means we find the value of the game as well as probabilities also will be equal to 1. That's it about the mixed strategy, graphical method in the game theory. Thank you.